Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Talk Sessions. I'm Mia.
And I'm James.
James, be honest with me for a second.
Uh-oh. Okay, go ahead.
Curious? How many times this month did you wait to feel motivated before doing something important?
Probably every single time.
Same. And how many times did that motivation actually show up on time?
Almost never. It always shows up late, like a friend who says I'm 5 minutes away, but is actually 30 minutes away.
That is exactly what we're talking about today.
Discipline versus motivation. Which one do you really need?
And I'll tell you right now, the answer might surprise you because it's not really a competition.
It's not?
Not exactly, but we'll get there. First, let's be honest about how most of us actually live.
We wait. We wait to feel ready. We wait to feel inspired. We wait for the perfect moment.
And by the end of this episode, you'll understand exactly why that waiting keeps failing you and what to build instead.
Something you can actually use today, not just an idea you nod at and forget by tomorrow.
And before we start, here is today's question for you, our listeners.
Think about one thing you keep planning to do, but you're still waiting to feel motivated for it.
Write it in the comments, just one sentence. We read every single comment.
And if English Talk Sessions is helping your English, please hit subscribe and like this episode. It really helps us reach more learners around the world.
Okay, James, let's start simple. What is motivation really?
Motivation is a feeling. It's that burst of energy and excitement you get when you decide, yes, today I'm doing this.
It feels amazing, honestly. New notebook, new plan, new you.
The famous new notebook energy.
Exactly. But here's the problem. Motivation is a feeling, and feelings change. They rise and they fall all day, every day.
So motivation is unreliable by nature?
Completely unreliable. It depends on your sleep, your mood, your stress, even the weather outside.
That explains so much. Some mornings I wake up ready to conquer the world, and other mornings I can't even open my laptop.
Same laptop, same work, same you, just a different feeling that day.
So if we build our whole life around motivation, we're building it on something that changes every single day.
Exactly. That's the trap. And now let's talk about the other side. What is discipline?
Discipline is not a feeling. It's a decision you made once in advance that you follow even when the feeling isn't there.
Even when you don't feel like it?
Especially when you don't feel like it. That's actually the whole point.
So motivation says, I'll do it if I feel like it. And discipline says, I already decided the feeling isn't the boss here.
Discipline doesn't ask your mood for permission.
Let me give you a real example, something that happened to me last month.
Please go ahead.
I decided I wanted to read more books, so I made a plan. I'll read every night when I feel relaxed and ready.
That sounds reasonable, actually.
It sounds reasonable, but here's what happened. Some nights I felt tired, some nights I felt busy, some nights I just wanted to watch something instead.
So the relaxed and ready feeling almost never showed up.
Almost never. In 3 weeks, I read maybe 4 pages total.
4 pages in 3 weeks. That's not a reading habit, that's an accident.
Exactly. So I changed the rule. Not when I feel ready, but every night before I turn off my phone, I read 2 pages. No exceptions, no feelings involved.
And what happened?
I finished 3 books in the next 2 months. 2 pages a night, whether I felt like it or not.
So the secret wasn't more motivation, it was removing the feeling from the decision completely.
That's the whole secret in one sentence.
I love that. Say that again for the people in the back.
Discipline doesn't ask your mood for permission. Okay, James, I want to give everyone a picture, something easy to remember.
Go for it.
Imagine motivation is the weather.
The weather.
Yes, some days it's sunny and warm, perfect conditions. Other days it's cold, gray, and honestly, you just want to stay in bed.
And you can't control the weather.
Not at all. It just happens to you.
So what is discipline in this picture?
Discipline is your roof. It's the thing you built once so that no matter what the weather is doing outside, you stay dry, you stay steady, and life keeps working.
So people who wait for motivation are basically waiting for perfect weather before they build a roof.
That's exactly it. And some days the weather never gets perfect. It just rains and rains and rains.
Okay, that hit differently. I've definitely waited for sunny days that never came.
We all have. And here's the beautiful part. You don't need sunshine to build a roof. You just need to start building, rain or not.
So, discipline is something you build, not something you wait for.
Exactly. It's built through small, repeated actions, not through big feelings.
So, maybe the real question isn't discipline versus motivation. Maybe it's what role does each one actually play?
Now you're thinking like a pro. Motivation is wonderful for starting something. It gives you that first spark, that first push.
But discipline is what keeps you going after the spark disappears.
Motivation lights the fire. Discipline keeps it burning on a cold, boring, ordinary Tuesday.
Ordinary Tuesday, the real enemy of every plan ever made.
Seriously, nobody quits their goals on an exciting Monday. They quit on a boring Tuesday when nothing feels special anymore.
Let's go back to the roof for a second. What happens to people who never build one?
Well, they live at the mercy of the weather. Sunny day, they feel productive and amazing. Rainy day, everything falls apart and they say, I guess today just isn't my day.
I've said that sentence so many times. It's just not my day.
We all have, but here's the uncomfortable truth. Most days are rainy days, ordinary, gray, unremarkable days. If your whole life depends on sunny weather, you're only really living a few days a month.
So, building the roof isn't optional. It's the difference between a life that works sometimes and a life that works consistently.
Exactly. And the beautiful part is, once the roof is built, you barely think about the weather anymore. It just doesn't control you the same way.
So, the goal isn't to feel motivated every day.
The goal is to build a system so strong that it doesn't matter how you feel.
Okay, I'm convinced. So, how do we actually build that? What does discipline look like in real life?
Great question. Let's talk about 3 real tools, simple ones, and you can start today. Tool number 1, decide once, not every day.
What do you mean by that?
Every time you ask yourself, should I do this today? You're spending energy on a decision, and that decision gives your mood a chance to say no.
Oh, I do this constantly. Every morning, I negotiate with myself about the gym.
And who usually wins that negotiation?
Honestly, my pillow. My pillow has a very strong argument.
So instead, decide once. I go to the gym every morning at 7. Not a gaily question, just a fixed rule you follow, like brushing your teeth.
Nobody negotiates with themselves about brushing their teeth.
Exactly, because it's not a daily decision anymore. It's just what you do. That's the power of deciding once.
Okay, tool number 2?
Tool number 2, make the first step embarrassingly small.
How small?
So small it feels almost silly. Not write a novel, but write one sentence. Not run 5 kilometers, but put on your shoes.
Just put on your shoes.
Just the shoes, because here's the secret. Once you're standing there with your shoes on, going for a short walk suddenly feels easy.
That's clever. The hardest part isn't the run, it's the decision to start.
Exactly. Discipline isn't about huge willpower. It's about making the first step so small that skipping it feels more awkward than doing it.
Okay, tool number 3?
Tool number 3, track the streak, not the mood.
The streak.
Yes. Keep a simple record, a calendar, a notebook, even just a tally on your phone. Every day you do the thing, mark it.
And why does that help?
Because your brain starts caring about the streak more than about how you feel that day. Nobody wants to break a 14-day streak just because Tuesday feels a little gray.
So the streak becomes its own motivation.
It becomes its own reason. You stop asking, do I feel like it? And you start asking, do I want to break my streak? And usually the answer is no.
Decide once, make the first step tiny, and track the streak instead of the mood. 3 tools. Real ones.
Real and doable today, not someday, today.
Can we do something fun now? A little role play to show how this actually sounds in real life?
I love that idea. Let's do it. Imagine it's Monday morning and it's raining outside.
Of course, it's raining. It's always raining in these stories.
Okay, I'll be motivation Mia first. Ugh, I really don't feel like going for a run today. The weather is bad, I'm tired. Maybe tomorrow will be better.
Classic. Very relatable. Now, let me try Discipline James.
Go for it.
I already decided. Shoes on. Rain or not, this isn't a discussion with myself today.
Discipline James doesn't even negotiate.
Exactly. No negotiation, no debate, no daily vote. The decision was already made last week.
So the difference isn't that discipline never feels tired or unmotivated.
Not at all. Discipline still feels tired sometimes. It just doesn't let the feeling make the final decision.
That's such an important difference. It's not about becoming a person who never struggles.
It's about becoming a person whose actions don't depend on the struggle.
Beautifully put. Okay, James, can we talk about mistakes now? Because I know I've made a few of these myself.
Oh, same here. Let's be honest for a moment, because we always like a mistake section.
Is there something you've been waiting to feel motivated for that you could just decide instead?
Yeah, honestly, yes, and maybe I don't need to wait anymore.
I love that. Okay, today's golden sentence.
Motivation starts the story. Discipline writes the ending.
Say it with us, everyone.
Motivation starts the story.
Discipline writes the ending.
You don't need to feel like a different person to change your life. You just need a small decision you keep even on boring days.
Okay, quick fire summary.
Motivation is a feeling. It rises and falls, and you can't control it.
Discipline is a decision. You make it once, and it doesn't ask your mood for permission.
Tool 1, decide once, not every day.
Tool 2, make the first step embarrassingly small.
Tool 3, track the streak, not the mood.
And the 3 mistakes to avoid: waiting to feel ready, depending on dramatic motivation, and punishing yourself for one missed day.
The goal isn't the perfect streak. The goal is a fast comeback.
Okay, homework time. And this one is simple.
Tonight, pick one thing you keep waiting to feel motivated for. Decide it once, right now.
Then choose the tiniest possible first step, something almost too small to fail.
Tomorrow, do that tiny step no matter how you feel when you wake up.
And say 3 English sentences out loud, like we practiced. Believe them while you say them, even on a boring Tuesday.
And come to the comments and tell us, discipline or motivation? Which one do you actually need more right now?
We genuinely want to know. We read every single comment, and we are cheering for you.
If this episode helped you even a little bit, please like it and subscribe to English Talk Sessions.
Share it with one friend who's still waiting for the perfect motivated Monday.
We all know that friend. Sometimes we are that friend.
But not anymore. Discipline starts today. Not someday, today.
See you in the next episode, everyone.
Take care and build your roof before it rains. Bye, everyone.